Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the HIGH-5 podcast. HIGH-5 as a jar. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to take a peek at some beautiful products off the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworkers and colleagues. As always, thank y'all for coming out and partying. And we're going to jump straight into it. Katie, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
I am trying a few things. First, that I'm going to try here in a sec. I'm going to spark it up. It is a joint. It is a Mendo breath pre-roll. I don't know the brand.
Silver. Cannabis, I think.
Yeah, it is silver.
Bomb.
I don't think I've ever had anything from Silver before, at least knowingly. So this will be my first time trying Silver.
Gotcha.
I think I've had Mendo breath in a different brand, but I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
So, a dry pull off of it. I'm getting hardly anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting a single thing off that. There's not a lot of smell either. I also didn't get mine straight from the pack, so I don't know if that affects it as well. I got my sample a little differently. But I'm going to go ahead and spark that up. I'm going to talk about my next product as I go along.
Gotcha. How would you say that's rolled? How does it feel?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like, I don't even really need to massage it. I'm just kind of like, there's got little bumps in it, but I also had mine packaged a little differently. For mine, it wasn't in the original package. So the bumps and stuff could be user error. But overall, it's packaged pretty well. But it hits pretty well too.
Awesome.
So I'm excited to finish this off.
Okay.
My next product is a Soulshine product, and I've never tried this before. It's the Soulshine Cannabis hand-pressed hashish.
Yep, hashish.
Hashish, is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, yeah.
I have never had it. It says it's lava cake, which is thin mint Girl Scout cookies and grape pie. It says Moroccan indica right on there. It even has, which I really like, is a little window to kind of like lets you peek at it, which it's just like live resin dabs and stuff like that. See if I can pull this out.
Beautiful.
It looks like there. It's really like rough textured, like dry textured.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to break some of this on top of some flour that I had left over in my grinder. I just finished grinding up. So I'm excited to try that for the first time. Let's just smell it. You usually smell everything.
Yep.
Try not to drop it. Ooh. That smells sweet. Like crazy sweet. Like a floral sweet.
Yep. And what's that strain?
The strain is like lava cake.
Beautiful.
Moroccan pressed lava cake.
Excellent. Beautiful. Okay.
I'm excited.
Yes. And to put it into kind of like a general term, hash is nothing but the dry sift from flower when it's, grown and cropped and taken off the plant, especially as it's being trimmed. All of that little remnants, that keef and stuff that coats the table and bags and shit like that. All it is that collected, pressed with a little bit of heat. That's hash, literally. And as that gets pressed, those oils get and as heat is involved, those oils are relieved and it gets a wonderful, wonderful texture. And also, you can make your own hash. You can literally collect keef and press it under textbooks, and that shit is your own dry sift hash. And you can make hash a bunch of different ways, as we were talking earlier. But big shout out to everybody smoking hash. Hella ancient way of which to enjoy Mary Jane or get the most out of Mary Jane. Thank you, Katie. And then Emily, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
I'm in pretty much the same boat as Katie. I have that Mendo breath pre-roll here from Silver. It is in an Elements paper. Oh my God, this light's gonna be so funky. I'm so sorry. Oh, actually, look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. Again, mine was packaged a bit differently, so there are some little like knots and whatnot in there, but not bad. This is pretty budget tier for what you get. It's like a pack of 5, so also a newer brand too. So I'm gonna light this guy up real quick. Wait, I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's literally nothing.
Okay.
I don't smell anything on the outside, and normally I'm able to like get a pretty strong smell. At least weed, you know, but
Okay.
I think the Mendo breath is an indica too.
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm also going to be trying some of Soulshine's pressed hash. I've had hash before in pre-rolls, but I have never just had straight up pressed hash. This is their strain ice cream cake. It's a cross of the wedding cake and gelato 33.
Nice.
Same boat is an indica, comes in these little like dab jar things.
Beautiful.
It is really pretty. That texture is so cool. It feels exactly how it sounds when you shake it. It's a pleasant sound and a pleasant feeling.
Yes, smoke ASMR.
I am going to be breaking it up and putting it over a bowl that I have. I preloaded it with some of Sunshine's wedding cake, so I'm just trying all sorts of things. I'm probably going to be violently high by the end of this podcast, so but I am excited to crumble up some of this and sprinkle it on here and see how this goes. This is burning quite smooth, by the way.
Nice.
The hits are pretty smooth and seems to be burning so far. I don't have to correct it, so I almost just put this fucker right in my mouth. I'm so glad I didn't. Holy shit.
I've done that before. I have done that before.
My God, it just looks so good though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hell yeah. Okay. Thank you. And big shout to Silver and Soulshine once again. Hell yeah. And then Wanda, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
So I too have the Mendo Breath pre-roll.
Beautiful.
From first just impressions of how it's rolled, it's really, really nice. I too kind of had mine packaged a little differently. Again, there are a few bumps, but again, nothing that isn't too difficult to deal with. As for like smell, I'm kind of with them. I don't get much. On mine, there is a little bit of sweetness.
Okay.
Not a whole lot, but it's there just a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
And same with the dry pull.
Hell yeah. Okay. And these are 5 half-gram joints that come in that pack. And then, have you tried anything from Silver before, Wanda?
No, I have not. This is going to be first impression.
Rocking.
And same with the strain. I've never had Mendo Breath as well.
Okay. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm excited. This is, like I said, we've been getting a lot of, or like I hadn't said yet, a lot of customers have been coming in really, excited about the prospect of something this cheap in a pack, and it seems to have been very, very popular so far, especially the Mendo Breath in particular. Indicas usually fly a lot faster than a lot of the other varieties, but people have been digging it for sure. So I'm excited to see what everybody thinks. And then, thank you, Wanda. We'll check back in with you in just a moment and see how that Mendo Breath is treating you. And then, I am going to switch it up just because it's too many people doing Mendo Breath. But I'm going to do the Swift chocolate sandwich cookies. And I'm excited about this because I love cookies. And I fuck with Swift.
Who doesn't?
Very,
I love cookies.
very, or the heathens and terrible people.
Heathens and
That's the title of this one. That's the title of this one. But this is from Swift. They are 100 milligrams. This is the chocolate sandwich cookies. I actually bought this before I went to Thailand, and I thought I was going to take it, but then I had enough of other things. But then, nevertheless, there's 10 in this bag. These are 10 milligrams per cookie. On the cover, oh yeah, this is what it's looking like. It looks like it has a little chocolate coating. It looks like a wafer cookie on the inside, and then a little bit of cream, and I've got to read it. Chocolate sandwich cookies. Indulge in the sumptuous decadence of our chocolate sandwich cookies. Enveloped in rich milk chocolate coverture, every bite is a delightful symphony of textures and flavors as the velvety smooth cream filling is hugged between two crisp cookies, and then generously cloaked in a luxurious layer of premium dark chocolate. Share the joy, savor the richness, and embrace the blissful escape with every bite. They give you their hashtag chocolate sandwich cookie. Good luck with that one, Swift. But nevertheless, it says ingredients: Oreos, unbleached enriched flour, wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine, monotrite, vitamin B1. Yes, vitamins. Riboflavin, vitamin B2, folic acid, sugar, palm and/or canola oil, dextrose, cocoa powder, high fructose corn syrup, leavening, baking soda and/or calcium phosphate, salt, soy lecithin, and artificial flavor, milk, chocolate, and then we have cocoa mass, milk powder, soy lecithin, again, premium cannabis oil extracted using ethanol, and it is it says intoxicating effects may be delayed by 2+ hours. However, on the front side, it says fast-acting nano boost. So, a nano boost better not take me 2 hours, or at least I would hope not. Once again, this is tested by Green Labs. Swift gives you that little scanner, in the back. And we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up and see if I can smell anything. I know they're gonna all be individually wrapped, but no smell from the jump. And then, okay. So these are kind of cute. They just look like little chocolate balls. Let's see. Like little disc, a little bit thicker, but really, can't really notice much. So let's go ahead and crack one bad boy open. Let's see. I like the designs and the individual packaging. Let's see. Oh.
Lips has always been really good at designs.
Yes. And it smells phenomenal. I want to bite. My mouth is watering. I want to bite it right away. But anyways, this is that cookie, Beautiful. It's very, yes, it's very small, very humble in appearance, and it's melting in my fingers already. The chocolate's very soft. Sometimes chocolate can be harder depending on how they set it. As we witnessed the other day, what the fuck was that? The dark chocolate, peanut butter cup, whatever, from whatever company. I can't remember what company it was. I don't really care. What was it, Swift? Might have been. That shit was very, very hard chocolate. Didn't like the way it's set. Did not care for that at all. As y'all remember, this is like really soft chocolate. This is like Hershey's Kiss chocolate. All right, let's go ahead and bite into this. Smell 10 out of 10, 100%. It is giving me hot cocoa vibes. I'm loving this. Let's see. Well, what does that remind me of? Texture of the cookie, 12 out of 10. Although this is milk chocolate, it tastes very much like white chocolate. I'm getting a big white chocolate kick, and I'm not mad at that. I love white chocolate. I think if somebody was biting into this expecting to have milk chocolate, they'd be very, very pleased that it was instead white chocolate. This flavor is out of bounds. Taking a peek at the cookie. What do you know? It matches the actual fucking image. Well, we love that.
Isn't that crazy?
We love that. We literally love that. That makes Malcolm happy. Now, ratio 12 out of 10. Texture, like I said, 12 out of 10. Flavor, 12 out of 10. So far, let's go ahead and get this little second draw. There we go. I would fuck those up. I would fuck these up.
Oh, it would be terrible for a beach vacation or a hot summer's day.
Yes, absolutely horrible. Because then I'd have to boof it off of the plastic wrapper after cutting it open. Because I'm not letting these go to waste.
I brought 420 the milk toffees with me camping, and I had to eat 5 of them instantly because they started melting. I was taking a nap in my tent. Robert had to wake me up later. I was literally like, I gotta eat these, they're melting. And I ate 5. Robert, I think, had 2, and I gave the other 2 out to Robert's other friend.
That is pretty epic.
Like, all right, go lay down. I'm tired. The sun and the edibles are getting to me.
Yeah, and that combo will do it. But here's my thing. If the chocolate on the outside is what is medicated, there's no cannabis flavor whatsoever, right? Absolutely none. So good. And to the point where you can see where they kind of like ladled the chocolate over the cookie and where the chocolate like didn't actually connect all the way, which is fine. But this is my issue from somebody who loves to make edibles. When you are portioning out milligrams, let's say I make a batch of chocolate and it's 5 tablespoons of melted milk chocolate. I know there's 100 milligrams in these 5 tablespoons. There's no way in hell you can keep all of the chocolate on the cookie without losing some of it, unless there is a mold. You drop the cookie in the mold, then pour the chocolate over that yaya, and then set it in the refrigerator and or freezer to set, which is what I believe they've done. Of course, I never have a mold in order, or things like that, in order to make my edibles, or at least when I was making them and selling them. So that was, just something that literally dawned on me, an epiphany just now. But anyways, big shout out to Swift. They've done a great job. I am going to have 3 more of these because I need to. And these are very, very good. Okay, now, Kaylee. Sorry, that's the other game. That's Jam. Big shout out to KB's at Jam. But Katie, what are we trying tonight? Oh, I'm sorry, trying tonight. How are we doing so far? It's been a very long day.
Okay, so first things first. I just lost a portion of my hashish.
Oh
It
no!
rolled off my bowl after I lit it. It's not burning or anything. I just don't know where it went. So, but I have smoked a portion of the bowl with it. It just rolled off. I don't know why. It was just so hard to break into pieces. I just threw one on, and I was just gonna smoke it down. And it's just not that one, I guess. Before I get fully into the hashish, I'm gonna go ahead and rate the joint because I'm already through it. I'm pretty sure I've begun to feel the effects for it. It was smooth. I didn't have any issues. I coughed every now and then, but I coughed anyway when I smoked joints, so I'm not really docking that at all.
Gotcha.
I didn't have to adjust it. I didn't have to relight it. Even when I was talking and going back and forth and had it sitting in my ashtray earlier, when I first lit it and I was going and talking, never went out, never lost the cherry, didn't fall apart. I smoked it down to almost a paper, so it wasn't very hot at all.
Beautiful.
I didn't really get a whole bunch of taste from it. It was kind of earthy, a little bit of florally sweet, but I didn't get a whole bunch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't have any complaints. I enjoyed it. I'm feeling it in my forehead,
Okay.
but a lot in the body. It's like making my body tingle. I'm getting it in the knees, so it's definitely hitting really well. I just find it interesting. It's also hitting up here a little bit because I've mostly smoked the joint than I have this bowl.
Nice.
So it's definitely, that's what's hitting first, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good ride.
Excellent.
I don't feel sedated I also don't feel uplifted.
Gotcha.
I just kind of feel relaxed and comfortable. So, like, if that's something you want after wiring down or powering down from the day and just want to vibe, you don't want to go to sleep, I feel like this could be really good. Or just in the middle of the day or after work in general. It's just nice. So I give it a 10 out of 10.
Beautiful.
As for this hashish, I can't give it a full review because I haven't smoked most of it yet. So, it is really hard to break and it's very
Yes.
dense.
Yes.
And usually I have a dab tool, but for some reason it's gone.
Yeah, and typically also hashish is they'll cut it with razors. You know. Yes.
I don't have a razor nor a dab tool, so we're going primitive.
Boom.
I'm just gonna use this.
Yes.
And this.
Yes, comb.
And on top, use my grinder as a surface. And I want to make sure it's a little more crumbly this time.
Is that a rat tail comb?
The Dollar Tree comb.
Let me see the bottom. Yeah, black people call it a rat tail comb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like when you're braiding hair and parting it. Yes.
I
Yes.
use it to pull out my strands when I put my hair up.
Yes. Also very helpful. Yes. Just big shout out to all the hair supply and shops and Sally's Beauty Supply. Actually, I fuck with Sally's only a little bit. Y'all need to restock everything, but nevertheless, literally. Sorry. Continue, Katie.
But yeah, so instead of just a blob, I just threw a rock of it on top. I'm gonna just do that instead.
Yes.
If it will focus.
It always does. Your camera always does.
So yeah, I'm gonna try that instead. So
Okay.
get started on this.
Yes.
But so far, I have had a couple bong rips with it like burning, and it tastes real good. The weed I've had before, it tastes a little different with it on,
Okay.
and I can't kind of pinpoint the flavor yet. This will probably give me a better idea.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll check back in with you with that flavor, Katie. And then, Em, how are we doing so far on that?
Okay, so I had a similar experience with the Mendo breath. There wasn't really like a ton of flavor. I'm feeling it up here in my shoulders a lot too, which is nice.
Nice.
I don't feel sleepy. I definitely am like still ready to stay up for a little bit and chill. Just off that joint. I have smoked a little bit of this bowl, so my hash was a little bit also difficult to, get up, but I was able to use just how I roll my nail and just kind of like scrape off little bits and then kind of just sprinkle it about, layer it, make it look somewhat good. I used this much, so really not like a ton.
Right.
But enough to like just top, coat the top of my bowl, and it tastes so good. It's like, so the ice cream cake, I just put this together, is the fact that I'm smoking wedding cake flour, and then the ice cream cake is wedding cake and gelato 33. So if anything, I'm just really getting a lot of like the wedding cake coming through. It's super sweet.
Nice.
There's like an undertone of like floral and earthy, but there's just like that very sweet too. I really enjoy it as someone who hasn't had pressed hash before. Like the flavor is not as like harsh, I guess, as I was expecting. Like I am still coughing, don't get me wrong, but I do cough a lot anyways, all the time. But the flavor was really nice. Not what I expected at all, so.
Okay.
I'm not quite done with this bowl, but I will for sure be loading a second.
Hell yeah. And also, a lot of the times, just like any type of infusion or concentrate, it'll help the flower kind of burn a little bit slower. So I want to definitely know if that's the case with these bowls.
Yes. So far, I took like 3 hits off my bowl, and that's what it looks like.
Nice. Nice. And that, once again, like I said, the hash is basically just trichomes. So when the flame hits that and those oils are released, it saturates the flower in the bowl with those oils, making it now burn more slower because of the oils. But that's awesome, very very good. Thank you, Em. And then Wanda, how are we feeling?
So I also had a pretty similar experience with the Mendo breath. I'm feeling it in my face as well, and like head, kind of definitely body. I was really proud of it just because like I've never had it at all from this brand or at all, and what I really liked about it was at one point, and this could just be the brand, but I kind of lit it wonky. And so at first it wasn't burning like
Evenly.
And it corrected itself.
Love that. Love
and
that.
I was really excited about that because I was kind of a little upset with myself that I lit it wonky and then it fixed itself and I was like, okay, cool. So that was really, really nice.
Excellent.
I did save a little for Joey because I was like, he has to try this.
Yes, yes, partner. Yeah.
But it's really, really tasty, and I really enjoyed it.
Excellent. Okay, now would you consider this as possibly full flower inside the joint?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and I think because it is as cheap as it is, literally the cheapest pack of pre-rolls that we have, which is a 5-pack, which is crazy. But I think a lot of people see that and they're like, oh no, it can't be good. You know what I'm saying? And you get that kind of stigma. Yes.
So many times, especially with so many other products too, like Stone Ages.
Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely, and they're so good, you know. And for those that don't know, this pack is the same price as one Stone Age. Crazy.
And you get 5.
Crazy.
You know.
Right. That is just such a deal. Big shout out to HIGH-5 and all the deals. Big shout out to Inventory. Big shout out to John. Rocking and rolling, man. They really do kill it. But okay. Thank you, Wanda. And Wanda, because you thought you were safe, favorite dish with balsamic. Go. 5, 4,
Balsamic
3,
with salad.
2. Very good choice. Very, very good choice. Okay. And then Emily, because you thought you were safe, favorite dish with Wow. Favorite dish with boysenberries. Go. 5, 4, 3. Great choice. It's a great choice. You doing a crumble or a actual pie dough top?
Ooh, I love a good crumble.
So good.
I love a good crumble.
So good.
With ice cream.
Yes. And also, if it's my thing is, if it's going to be a crumble, put enough fucking crumble. Yes. I hate when people buy use a crumble and there's like 2 grams of crumble on top.
Just a little something.
I want the cookie.
I demand more.
Yes.
Crumble.
Yes. We deserve it.
We deserve it. God damn it.
I want boysenberry pie now. Big shout out to all the boysenberries worldwide. And all the boysenberry farmers worldwide. Big shout out to the farmers, man. You know it's the season. Big shout out to all the farmers who got their hands fucking full. Big shout out to everybody going on a new venture. One of our customers opened up their own food truck. Big shout out to their food truck, Smoke. I think it's a barbecue food truck out behind the Target and the anyways, New Vancouver. Yes, thank you. Yes.
Okay, so right over by the Vancouver Plaza.
Yes.
Everyone knows where that is.
Yes.
Go right down the road, like you're leaving our shop, take a left on 4th Plain, follow that all the way down, quite literally all the way down, you'll hit Vancouver Mall Drive and just right over there. And
it's a barbecue truck. He's been cooking his entire life. He was laughing because he's the only cook there, but he's got 3 people helping him, but like front of house and stuff like that. And he said, man, we sold out every single night. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to our customers and everybody chasing their dreams and rocking and rolling. He's only been open for about like 2.5 weeks, but he's like, bro, I've been getting my ass kicked every single day. And I was like, welcome to the restaurant industry. But nevertheless, more power to him, and he's going to do amazing. But thank you, Wanda, and thank you, Emily. And then Katie, because you thought you were safe. Favorite dish with gooseberries? Go. 5.
I've never had a
4.
gooseberry in my life.
That one I was so proud of. I was like, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. Gooseberries are great. Okay, now.
What are your standards for me?
No. When I do that, you blow everybody's mind. So I gotta stop doing that. Here we go. Okay, ready? Interesting. Favorite dish with too easy. Let's see. I'm gonna say, all right, Katie, ready?
Yes.
Favorite dish with what the fuck is that shit called? Burrata cheese. Go. 5.
Oh,
Four.
banana cheese on like a tomato slice pizza. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, great choice. I've never had it on a pizza, but similar things. Yes.
It's like right in the middle.
Yes. And then you cut into it and it kind of just spews everywhere. That shit's good as fuck. Big shout out to Ava Jeans on, I want to say it's on Division, but I'm not quite sure. Wonderful Italian restaurant, which we did for the Supper Club. They have a 6-piece burrata as an appetizer. And that shit's on a plate with olive oil and sea salt. And that shit is insane. Excellent. But, okay, very fair. Thank you, Katie. And I am going to jump this off with a scale of 1 through 10. This is a 10. Hands down, this is a 10. This is one of the best edibles. Not only have out of a dispensary, I think I probably ever had. 100%.
Oh, wow.
Easy. This shit is so good. And as a kid, little fun story. My Aunt Ben, big shout out to Aunt Ben, who's also battling dementia. Big shout out to Aunt Ben, rocking her on because she's a fucking superstar. And Uncle Jimmy, big shout out to my mom's brother, Uncle Jimmy. Love you, Uncle Jimmy. But nevertheless, she used to call me a cookie monster because every time I came over, I would always try to get to the top of the fridge and get to the cookie jar. But I love cookies and I love sweets. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a nickname I had when I was growing up. But these are wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So much so. And I want to do a little mouth duration. Just to see how long one of these actually lasts. I'm going to count second-wise. Here we go. And this is one full one inside. Here we go. Wonderful. Splendid. This reminds me of something, and I can't remember what this reminds me of. It's almost like a Nestle Crunch Bar meets an Oreo. That's what this is giving me. But here's my thing. About 15 seconds, right? I love that the chocolate is as soft as it is because when I get to the last crunches of the actual cookie, the chocolate is still so like velvety, moussey, coating my palate. So everything's happening at the same time. You know what I mean? It's not like I put it in my mouth, then the chocolate's gone, then I bite the cookie, and then the cookie's gone. Like, no, literally start to finish, there's cookie and chocolate in every single bite. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Would completely recommend. Would 1000% would offer this for any type of function. Well, really, this is keep to yourself, and I wouldn't share them. You can get gummies and bring them to a party. You can get whatever and bring it to a party. It is a summer month, so I'd probably keep this at home near the refrigerator, or if you have AC, you can leave it out. If you don't have AC, as I do not have AC, it will be 90 degrees outside and 105 degrees in this apartment. So probably wouldn't recommend keeping that, in any warm temperatures. But this is really, really good, and I hope we never stop carrying these. Big shout out to Swift. Once again, these are the chocolate sandwich cookies, and they do not disappoint. One thing I will knock them for, and I'm still going to give this a 10 out of 10. Actually, okay, fair. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because, once again, false advertising. That is a pattern on the outside of that cookie. It's a dandelion or a sunflower or whatever the fuck it is. And you can kind of see it again better on this side. These are a blob of chocolate over some cookies. So I'm going to need y'all to not try to tell me that there's a design on the outside. And once again, we pinching pennies. Are we cutting corners? Are we really trying to, you know, put it under a magnifying glass? Of course. I'm on this motherfucker to do a review. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. And also, as far as the price goes, they are more of a middle tier, upper middle tier kind of product. But really, they're not missing out. They're not lacking on anything. This really is phenomenal. They're great job, and worth every penny for sure. Okay, now, big shout out to Swift. Katie, what are we thinking? I don't know why I can't call you Kaylee so bad. Kaylee's gonna laugh when I see her tomorrow too, or Tuesday. But nevertheless, what are we thinking on that hash?
Not bad. I forgot that it is kind of like similar to like a concentrate and like a pressed keef and stuff. So I did rip it the first time, and I forgot, and then hacked my lungs out. And I'm also now pretty stoned. So I was kind of trying to pace myself through it while you guys were talking.
If anybody can, Katie, you can.
I'm trying.
That's right.
But it is sweet. It's similarly to how Emily described it. It's got this like candy sweet, or not like candy sweet, it's like a very like super sweet. It's almost sweet sour in a way. And it also tastes kind of floral. It really added a nice touch because I'm smoking, I think, Swamp Thing, because that's what was left in my grinder.
Beautiful.
And it still kind of tastes like that. It tastes very like earthy and kind of like skunky, piney. So having just that like super sweetness on the skunky and pine, I kind of really like that taste. I would like to try this on its own, maybe like in a small pipe, or like even I might try and get. I think we have hash pipes in the glass side.
Beautiful.
So maybe try it in a hash pipe, see if I like it that way, and experience something totally new, which I like because I love learning new things about the cannabis world and different likes and just fully educating myself completely. So I'm not gonna judge this too harshly at all because I'm enjoying it, but I need to experience this a little more.
Right.
And this is like so far my bar for hashish. I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. I really like the sweetness it added. I am very stoned. I'm feeling it entirely in my face, and completely in my arms. Like I am feeling like almost numb around here and just comfortable. And it's not sedating or uplifting, just like the joint wasn't. I'm just vibing. I kind of want to listen to music.
Okay.
So.
What song would you listen to right away? Go. 5, 4.
HOTT, Hot to Go by Chappell Rowan.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
That
Okay.
one where it's like HOTTO. I'm obsessed with it.
I love that. Okay, very fair. Okay, hell yeah. And big shout out to Silver and the Mendo Breath and Soulshine with their pressed hash. Remind me that it's the lava flow?
It's the lava cake.
Lava cake, bomb. Excellent. Okay, hell yeah. And big shout out to HIGH-5 Supply as well. Love that they have hash pipes out there, and it is going to be a different experience through that as well. So I'm happy to hear that. Okay, and then Emily, what are we thinking so far on that scale of 1 through 10?
For the Mendo Breath from Silver, I think I'm going to give that guy just not enough flavor and smell for me, but the high was nice, you know. It burned smoothly. I coughed naturally anyway. It was just kind of lacking in the smell and the flavor of it, you know, kind of what makes sometimes weed just fun. It's the different flavors and whatnot. So got the job done though, so I can't can't be too mad about it. So what you get for how much you get, yeah, I was cool with it. So it's an 8 out of 10 for me. For the Soulshine ice cream cake, I'm in the same boat as Katie. I want to give it a 10 just because I'm like, yeah, but this is literally the only pressed hash I've ever had. So it'd be like, I don't know, silly of me. It feels silly anyways. I do want to try it in different ways. I want to experiment a little bit more. I feel like a little bit goes a long way. So I don't know. I think I'll have to also check out like a hash pipe and see what that's like. But the flavor is so great. I'm gonna give this guy like a 9 out of 10 for me. So
Beautiful. Okay, thank you, Emily. Once again, big shout out to Soulshine. And also another thing for those who are concentrate lovers, who love concentrate, but sometimes are a little skeptical on BHO or PHO or, CO2 oil, you know what I'm saying, whether it's propane, whatever it is, which is also a big reason why I don't indulge in concentrates, nearly. It's just that, like, it's a trust thing, number one. Number two, I know Mary Jane does everything I need it to do, so of course I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, if it's not broke, I'm not gonna fix it. But hash allows you to be like, maybe I do want my flower a little bit more potent tonight, you know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes when I'm working, I'll think about it, or like keef, same, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't keef every single thing I smoke, but when I need to, I know I have the option to, you know what I'm saying? And like Katie was saying, it's just about that further education and understanding. Like, there are ways to kind of, jive up your juice in a way, without, going outside of your boundaries where you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm a flower guy. Hash and keef allows me to remain a flower guy, you know what I'm saying, while still bolstering that experience. But thank you, Em. And then Wanda, what are we thinking so far on that scale of 1 through 10?
I'm gonna say a solid 9.
Nice.
I really liked it. For me, as I was smoking it, I got a little bit more flavor. It was very subtle, but earthy and sweet, at least for me personally. And so I did like that, and then I think that also is why it helped it burn smoothly too.
Okay. If you had to give the sweetness of fruit, or a taste,
Or
what
like
is?
a sweet cream.
Nice.
Sweet cream.
Nice. Excellent. Okay. And when it comes to this as a super budgetary item in a pack, do you think you would consider grabbing this?
Absolutely. I'm actually probably gonna come back tomorrow and get some. Hey.
Excellent. And I do believe we have a decent amount as well, so there definitely should be some for sure. Maybe not the Mendo breads, because that one, like I said, has really been selling. But
I'd be interested to try more from them. So
they have the other 2 strains, so.
Yep. I think it's a Sour Kush and a Blue Dream.
Yes, the Blue Dream.
Yes.
Both Blue Dream sounds great.
Yes. And hopefully it is. Okay, but very fair. Thank you, Wanda. And then also, I only spoke about the flavor and didn't really talk about the desired effects. My eyes, dude. I like so low. They're like super shut. It's very mood enhanced. You know what I'm saying? I feel great, but I'm still going in the same direction, kind of like ready for my bed, beelining it to the bed. And this is something that I'm not necessarily worried about what I was supposed to do tonight, what I am supposed to do tomorrow morning. Everything is just kind of like, I'm going to smile and lay down now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what this vibe is.
That's it tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, a little bit, but this is just 2 thumbs up. Big shout out to Swift. The nano has kicked in a great way. It's definitely kicked in within this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Just I was supposed to have some on the way home, but I didn't have it in my car. So I literally was just like, fuck it, I'll try it when I get on there, and if that bitch works, it works. And surely enough, it's caught it right by the end, but I'm definitely under the influence. Literally 30 minutes went by, I'm like easy 7 out of 10 as far as under the influence. But probably wouldn't recommend for out in public. But also no dry mouth, which is great. Shit, the dry mouth on this impossible. My mouth keeps watering, remembering what it just had on its taste buds. Mouth can't stop watering. Also, maybe that's another little cure, man. If you got some dry mouth, go ahead and eat something that's fire, or some candy that you really enjoy, so that you can get your jowls fire, and moisten up that mouth. Also, the moisture cough drops, mouth lozenges, and supply, great product as well. Those shits actually work in a very weird way. If you ever want to gleek, eat those. Put them in your mouth, and every word out your mouth is gonna have a gleek yaya behind it. But
I forgot
but
about cleeking.
yeah, look, I know that was a good episode. But
My
nevertheless,
brother could do it on purpose and would literally do it to piss me off.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
that's
I hate
foul.
big brothers, and I have 3 of them.
That is foul. Gleeking is that's a talent. It is a talent.
Is it?
But yes.
Right.
Well, granted,
Kidding.
very
I'm
fair.
kidding.
No, that's good. That's good. It's a talent.
Weaponize it.
It's a crime.
It's not nice.
I love that. It's a talent. It's a crime. This is a crime. That's a T-shirt too. That's a T-shirt. But it seems as though this has brought us to a close. I want to give a big shout out to everybody smoking weed worldwide, enjoying Mary Jane in any form that they desire, that they love. We appreciate y'all. Mary Jane, we appreciate you even more. Thank you for everything, always. And to my coworkers and colleagues, thank y'all for coming out and partying, rock and roll. Always an amazing episode. And we hope to see you all back next time. Stay high and humble, y'all. Peace. Take it easy, y'all.